Okay, this is the first part of the video, and I want to demonstrate this ulu knife that a friend of mine made, and it has some special qualities, I've been told anyway. It has a striker on this side, and then it has a regular knife over here. It's made out of 5160 steel, and it does a good job of cutting veggies and stuff like that. I'm no chef, so I'm sure somebody else could do it better, but it also cuts rope quite nicely, like this stuff. So it's a good cutter, but the point is, I wanted to show more than it being a cutter. Supposedly, the sparks from this are white. The sparks from these are orangish, reddish, and both of these spark really well. Get a good piece here, there. But this one sparks in a little bit different way, and so I wanted to see if it really did what it's proposed to do. It is really neat that it does what it does already, being a good surface to cut here, hardened for the cutting surface, and then hardened for the ability to spark on this side. So it's got those qualities, whether it sparks brighter and hotter on this than a regular, like a file steel that I made here, or not. So I'm going to take you into the garage where it's a little bit darker. We can see the sparks. It's even been said that it'll spark steel wool. So we'll check that out and see. But nice ulu knife by a friend that I co-teach primitive skills with that made it, and I really like it. I got it in a little Caltech bag right now, but I want to make a sheath for it sometime later that's more appropriate looking for it. So here it is, kind of close up. It has copper rivets and deer antler or elk antler handles, and he made some neat hammer marks in it to make it look more authentic, and I like that idea. And then he heat treated it too, which is interesting that this kept its spark ability from the heat treat, because that makes it usually a bit softer. So I'm not sure how this was going to show up, but since it's so dark and the camera is not a good camera, but I'm going to use a regular striker first on this steel wool and see if it catches. So it's throwing sparks on it, but not catching. Now, I've been told that this ulu can spark steel wool. Yep, started to smoke right there. Supposedly it's a hotter spark. They're landing. Oh, there it goes. So proof is in the pudding. Put that out. Hopefully you got to see that okay, but ulu sparks steel wool. Now I have been paying attention to the color of the sparks, so you watch for me, but this is just a regular tinder bundle and some char cloth. Let's see here. I think I'll do it this method since it's a nice flat surface here. Get my stuff right. There we go. I'm doing this in the garage because it's so freaking cold outside and snowy. I got propane cans right there, so if I blow up, well, You saw me last. Spread this out a little bit more. There we go. Well, success all the way around. I didn't explode. Ulu knife cut the steel wool on fire and cut the normal char cloth and jute twine on fire. And this one, of course, I've been making these and gifting them to people. Regular file steel and heat treated with water. And it catches the normal stuff on fire really well. But this Ulu showed you that it'll actually even catch steel wool on fire. So congrats to Greg for making such a great knife for me, and of all things gifting it to me, and I'm really proud to have it. Hopefully you got to see all that.